All right, let's review the credit check point. I'm going to skip number 1 because we already went through it in class, and you have all of the information necessary to answer those questions. You don't really have to think too much about them. But here, number 2, a circle with center U is shown. What is the degree measure of angle QTS? So this angle right here. So you want to look at the chords that create that angle. Chord QT and ST. It has endpoints of S and Q. This right here is an inscribed angle. So that means to find this angle, we have to take half of this arc right here. But we don't have the measure of that arc. So we have to look for any information that can help us find it. Notice this angle also has endpoints of Q and S. And this angle is 20 degrees. That means that this arc is 40 degrees. All right, multiply by 2. So then that tells us that that inscribed angle here is 20. The measure of angle QTS equals 20 degrees. What's the degree measure of the minor arc QS? Well, that was kind of the first part of the process, so measure of arc QS is 40 degrees. What's the measure of the major arc QTS? QTS, so like all the way around the circle, from here to here, so starting at Q, stopping at S. So that's everything except for 40 degrees. So all we're going to do is do 360 minus 40. $320 degrees. So the measure of arc QTS is 320 degrees. In the circle, the measure of arc BC is 38 degrees. And the measure of arc AD is 146. It wants to know, what is the measure of AED? What's the measure of this angle right here? Well, we had to remember that the measure of that angle is the number that's directly in between 38 and 146. So you can think about this. What's the number that's directly in between 38 and 146? There's also a formula. You have to take half of those arcs added together. So half of 38 plus 146. Let's see what that is. And it looks like we get 92. So the measure of angle AED, ED is 92 degrees. Number 4. The lengths of several segments in units are labeled. What is the length of SU? Okay, SU. That is our X. Looks like we're going to use chord theorem, which will say that X times 3 equals 1.5 times 4. See where I'm getting that from? X times 3 equals 1.5 times 4. So that's 3x equals 60. Divide both sides by 3 to solve for x, and we get x equals 20. So the length of SU is 20. What is the best approximation of PX? PX. So PX is a secant, and it's connected to another secant, so we have to use the secant formula, which says that we have to multiply the whole secant by the part on the outside equals the whole other secant times the part on the outside. So we don't have the length from R to X. We're just going to call that X. So we're going to do PX times, I think I should start with segment lengths on this one, PR equals PT, the whole secant, PT times PQ. All right, I'm going to fill those in. So px is 3 plus x, pr is 3, pt is 1.5 plus 2.5, and then pq is 2.5. So now we just have to solve this for x. The only thing that you have to remember is that you need to distribute this 3 on the outside. So this turns into 9 plus 3x equals 10. Finish solving for x. It's like x equals 1/3, so that's what, that is not what px is. All right, so if x is 1/3, that means px is 3 plus 1/3, so about 3.3. All right, now these ones, we have a circumscribed angle, an angle that's on the outside of the circle. So basically, anytime that we have two arcs that are intercepted by an angle, we just have to take half of them and subtract. So it's half the measure of angle A is half of arc MN minus arc minus Y, I guess. So 25 degrees equals half of 80 minus y. And now we just solve that for y. So I just distributed the 1/2 through, and I get 25 equals 40. Half of 80 is 40 minus half of y. Minus 40 to both sides, we get negative 15 equals negative 1/2 y. Now we gotta multiply both sides by negative 2 over 1 to cancel that 1/2. Multiply by negative 2 over 1. And we get positive 30 equals y. So y equals 30. And then the other one is to find the value of x, so we have to use chord theorem. So it's going to look like x times 4 equals 8 times 2, so 4x equals 16. See where I got that from? Divide both sides by 4. Okay, x equals 4. Easy. 6. In the following circle, the measure of angle BOC is 120. Find the measure of angle PBC. So that's an angle that takes up an arc right there. So the measure of angle PBC is just half of whatever this arc is. But we have to figure out what that arc is. So let's see. Angle BOC is 120. BOC is 120. That is a central angle. So that means the measure of the arc is 120 degrees. So PBC is going to be half of 120, 60. The reason why it's not 120 is because angle B right here, angle PBC, it's an angle that's on the circle, right? So it's got to be half of that arc. What's the measure of arc AB? This arc right here. Well, we know that from A to C is a semicircle, so that's 180, and from B to C is 120, so this has got to be 180 minus 120, which is 60 degrees. Measure of arc AB is 60 degrees. All right, what's next? Answer the following about the given circle. If the measure of angle QS is 80, or arc QS, and the measure of arc, oh, I did that wrong. The measure of arc QR is 80, and the measure of arc QS is 150. What's the measure of angle P? Well, we just have to take half of 150 minus 80, which is half of 70, which is 35. PR is 4, let's see, RS is 5, what is PQ? So this one we had to do whole secant times the part on the outside equals this other part, this tangent squared. So 9, the whole secant, right, 4 plus 5, times the part on the outside, 4, equals that tangent squared. So 36 equals x squared. So that means x equals the square root of 36, which is 6. So that's PQ. I know it says what if PQ, but it means what is PQ. PQ equals 6. For this one, let's start with the measure of angle RST. So I'm going to look at it this way. I see that this is a circumscribed angle on the outside, so I need to find this arc and subtract it from this one and take half of that. So it's going to be half of this big arc RT, which the only one that I really know right now is that this one is 70, right? Because this is a central angle. So that means this one's got to be 360 minus 70, which is 290. So we're going to do 290 minus 70. And we know that that's going to be the measure of angle RST. And that's it. So 290 minus 70 is 220. So half of 220 is 110. Measure of angle RST is 110. What is the measure of angle SRP? For angle SRP, it said that RS and ST are tangent to the circle. So RS is tangent to the circle. Let me erase the other stuff I have. RS is tangent to the circle. That means that that R is a point of tangency, and then if it connects with the radius, then the angle that's formed is how many degrees? Do you remember? 90. Measure of angle SRP is 90 degrees because R is a point of tangency. Okay, what is the area of circle P to the nearest tenth of a square inch? So the whole area of circle P, we know A equals pi R squared. The radius is 5. So A equals pi times 5 squared, which is 25 pi inches squared. Oh, to the nearest square inch. So we have to actually multiply that out. So 25 times pi, 25 times 3.14 is 78.5. 25 times 3.14 is 78.5. 78.5, so 79 inches squared. What is the area of the sector formed by angle RPT? Angle RPT. Well, we got to do 70 over 360 times the area of the circle, so times 79. Let's use a calculator. 70 divided by 360 times 79, and we get 15.4 inches squared. Let's see the next one. It wants to know the circumference of the circle. It's pi times diameter. The diameter is 18, so it's going to be 18 pi. What's the area of the circle? Radius is 9 because it's half of the diameter, so we get 81 pi when we plug it into pi r squared. And it said leave all your answers in terms of pi, so that's why I'm leaving it with pi. Answer the following about the given circle. Find the exact arc. AB is 80 degrees. Central angle to radians, just over 360 times 2 pi, and then reduce. We get 4 pi over 9. Next one. All right, 75 over 360 times the area of the circle is going to be the area of that sector. We get 10.5 feet squared. For the measure of angle BAD, we just had to remember that opposite angles add together to equal 180. Same thing for the other angle. They add to equal 180. Solve for x. Remember here we multiplied by 3 to cancel that 3. And then C, measure of angle ADC. Just plug in 15 for x and we get 20. Next one, central angle of 15 degrees. The minor arc has also got to be 15 degrees.